Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I just want to say thank you for everyone who has come to the channel recently, subscribed, liked the videos, commented on the videos. I try to interact as much as possible, but it gets very, very hard. But I just want to say thank you to everyone. We are 150-ish subscribers away from hitting 7,000. And when we do hit 7,000, we're going to give away a couple of things to one lucky person. I still don't know how we're going to do that yet, because I don't want to give it away to people who liked my channel 3 years ago and hasn't seen a video since. So I don't know if I'm going to put up a video that says February 25th, we're going to do a live feed, and we'll choose the winner from everybody on the live feed. I don't 100% know yet. Still thinking about it. I've also been noticing a lot of questions popping up from a lot of new people. I don't know if they're new or not, actually. It's so hard to keep track of everyone. I pretty much, everything that's usually asked in the comments, 99% of the time, I have answered. I've made in a video or answered in multiple videos. The one I keep seeing pop up a lot recently is, why did I move my radiator back to the front of the car? I explained this. I did a video on this when I moved it to the front, but I'm going to quickly explain it again. The only reason I had a rear mount radiator was because when I built the turbo kit, I couldn't fit the size radiator I wanted in the front. It would have got a smaller radiator. I didn't want that. I want rear mount. At the end of the day, this is a radial car. This is a track car. This is not a street car. This is not a street race car. This is not a no prep car. I don't run a slick. I need the weight on the nose. So adding this big radiator, fans, water pump, and all of that gives me the percentage that I need on the nose. I'm trying to get to 54%, 55% on the nose this year. I think I'm going to be able to do it with moving the turbos up to where they are. You know, I'm going to have an oil cooler up here. I got the oil filter up here. I got this. A lot of stuff has moved forward. Radial cars work better that are heavier on the nose, because you need that rear to separate. I've seen that question pop up a lot. So there you go. It's answered again. Please stop asking. I've also seen another couple of questions about my welding equipment. I probably went over this a couple of years ago, but I just touched base on it. I have two separate welders. I run a Miller-Matic 211, which of course, after I bought this 211, 6 months later they redesigned it and it's like yay big now. It's absolutely tiny. It's got like a carry handle. It's so small. I'm not a huge MIG fan. I used to be all about it because it's easy. I got two 80-gallon tanks for it, 80 pound or whatever the hell they're called. But I'm not a huge MIG fan. I use this when I absolutely need to, when I can't do stuff like a TIG. Like when I had to get up in this corner, I use the MIG. It's just what it is. My TIG is an AHP Alpha TIG 201. It's a Chinese one, but you know what? If I'm not mistaken, you know, Big Blue and Big Red are Chinese now as well. I won this in a raffle 3 years ago now. I won that in a raffle. I really haven't done much to it. I do want to get... I'm at the point of needing a new torch and hose. Get it out here. As you can see, it's slowly getting beat up. And I want to switch to all 25-foot stuff instead of this 12. I switched out the pedal to a Nova pedal. This is... I think the new AHPs come with this now. They didn't. They used to come with this piece of junk that's down here. This is all parts that come with it, you know, because it does stick. This is the factory regulator that comes with it. This is a finger cap control for it. Stupid thing I took off the front. But this is the... Come on. pedal I got, which was huge. It used to, I mean, this thing's literally brand new in the box. I've never even used it. It's just such a piece of junk. But I also got a 120. Is that what size this is? 130 cubic foot. 130? I don't know. Something. I'd like to get another 2 of them, but man, them damn tanks are expensive. So, they're a couple $100 a piece. And that's the last size I can go to before I have to rent. And I ain't trying to rent. I picked up this dual regulator so I can back purge. And my buddy Wes, he just took care of me with this back purging setup. This is nice because it's a quick connector hose. Right, and then you're good. There's a company on Go Keys Fabrication, G-O-E something. Hold on. So it's a TIG Aesthetics purge cup, but there's a company. They just have like this weird metal piece that sticks in here. All right, I'll show you because I have it. It comes with 2. Comes with both sides of the 2.5. But actually, I'm not going to show you, I don't think, because I probably threw it away. Oh, I also have a Duo 2 sensors. It's a back purge on. But like I have a whole host of ferric cups. I got a number 9 torch, a little stubby boy, laser tungstens. Huh. I lost a little. So there's like a little metal rod that goes in there that's stupid. Anyway, you know more. I got this from Mike at Monkey Fab. This is a, I can't remember the name of the brand. I got them at Monkey Fab though. Anyway, on the, bear with me. Yeah, so it's Go Keys Garage. Alright. What's cool that I liked was it was veteran-owned small business. I like supporting veteran-owned small businesses. He makes a bunch of stuff, but what I got from him, hey, look, there's my setup right there. It's this little green piece. So it comes with this stupid little silver tube that just sits in here. Go Key. I hope I'm saying that right. They have a big old thing so they don't pull out. Really nice addition. So there's pretty much my welding setup. We finished that one header. I warped the flange. Like I said, I probably did. What I ended up doing, I think I'm be able to stick a picture in here. I have that spare cylinder head you saw me weld it to. I bolted it to the cylinder head. You can see all the heat marks in there, right? See all the heat marks on the flange? So I bolted this thing to the other cylinder head with a 20 thou feeler gauge right here. Boom. And then I heated the flange up. And this thing sucked in. It is like 9 thou out, or 900th out right now, which is nothing. I could probably run it, suck it down with the studs to the gasket, and run it, and be fine. But I'm gonna have it milled anyway. I want this thing perfectly flat. I don't want to have any problems with gaskets. So that is 100% solid and done, and I am stoked like that. I mentioned it before. We started to build the second one. Not happy with it. I tried to start at the back because I'm just not sure. I'm not liking the fronts. The big problem I'm running into is I don't, I don't want this thing so far forward that I have to come backwards to my exhaust housing here. All right. So I've been having a hard time. I got the rear one done. which went out too far. I don't like it. I'm going to put a tighter radius like this on it and move the collector forward a 1/2 inch and in a 1/2 inch, so it's more like this. And I'm going to take this one back out, but this is going to become number 4, right? Because it's the tighter and I think it's the correct bends. And what I'll do is I'll swing it down and then I'll swing it out flat and around. And this one will get cut up and used for number 3. But a couple of people who are way smarter than me have told me what I should do, because it's, you know, this is a clearance issue. I'm having clearance problems. As of right now, this thing's a nightmare to take in and out of the car. This is part of the reason. This is another part of the reason. What he said to do, a couple people have said, take this one and put it down there, where that hole is, and then this one goes here, and this one goes here. I think, yeah. And that should be a little bit better. So, we're working on that. It's a lot of work, and this side's way harder than the other side. As you can see, there's a big monster tire here, and it's just some cheap piece of junk crosswind lingalong. 275 55 17. Now, what I was attempting to do was to get a 28-inch tall street tire for when we do drag week this year. The 25-inch tire that I had on my street wheels, it had the RPM singing, so I want to get closer to a 28. I was hoping this would fit. It's 28.9 inches. Nah, it's not fitting. I'm kind of bummed. It is way too close. I mean, it's like I literally have a 1/4 inch front and back. And once the trailer's on there and I want to lower the car down a little bit more, it's never gonna fit. It's never gonna fit. So I gotta find, I have like 6 or 7 suppliers at work, and not a single one of them has a 275 50 17. There's only like 3 or 4 street tires in that size. Nitto's one of them. I found it online, so they're like 160 tires, so I'm gonna buy those, and those are 28 inches exact. I really hope that it's exact. We'll see. Bring them RPMs down. Look at that. Woo! Brand new freshie. It is so nice. This, look at that, mass backed, all that thick, you know, there's 1/8 inch thick rubber coating on the bottom of this carpet, and then you got the jute backing as well. It is heavy. It's like shipping weight on this was like 30 pounds, but man, oh man, this is so much nicer than what I had in here. This is an ACC carpet from Elamar. It is really nice. It's mass backed. That's supposed to keep a lot of heat out. As you can see, the floor's painted. I didn't do skin. I did pour 15. I welded all the holes and did pour 15. What we're gonna do is put a heat barrier down, which I have. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna do that here in a minute. We're gonna tape that down. And my buddy Mark, he's got the red Chevelle. He told me in his car, he got insulation for duct work, and he taped that down. He, you know, it's sticky backed. He put it in the car, and then he used insulation tape on the seams. Use, you know, this silver insulation tape. He was telling me that it dropped his interior temps dramatically. So I ran out to Home Depot. I got 2 rolls of it. It is upstairs right now, but I'm not gonna go grab it. I'll show you guys when we go to install it here in a couple of minutes. And we're going to do the entire floor up to where I painted, right? Up to where I painted. And when I get the dashboard out, I'm going to do the firewall. And we're going to do I got 1 or 2 holes to fill still, and we're gonna paint that with the Pour 15 and then do it. I don't know what I'm gonna do about carpet back there yet. I don't know if the ductwork stuff is going to hold down that black carpet that I use right there. I kind of went on a small shopping spree. One thing that's been driving me crazy is the interior of this car. It's just not, it just doesn't look good. It looks kind of beat up and it looks kind of raggedy, and it doesn't match the rest of the car. These are the original door panels. I've been rocking them. Everybody says, oh, just paint them. You know, the whole interior in this car was gray, and it's all been painted, and it's been driving me crazy because it's all, you know, it's all chipped. I can't get these panels out. They don't come out because of the cage. The cage was built with them, so these just have to be touched up. But I just went on a shopping spree on LMR and bought a bunch of 5.0 Resto stuff, which includes the new scuff plates, the new trim plates. I got new, these are all broken. I got new ones of these. I got new ones of these. What else? What else did I buy? I know I spent a bunch of money. Oh, I bought a new armrest delete for the back of the console because mine's broken. Oh God, this carpet is so nice. It is so nice. I'm gonna be so sad to cut it around the cage. Oh. We're gonna take our time on that one. Everybody's like, oh, just paint these, and I just don't know how the SEM vinyl paint would look, or how it would hold up. You know, would it be sticky and tacky? I'm gonna order. These are absolutely, I mean, they're just falling apart, destroyed on this car, which is weird because it, you know, it only has 50,000 something original, but these are just destroyed. And I could have sworn, I haven't decided if I'm just going to buy the standard door panels LMR sells, but I can't find black armrests. So I really want to get black panels into the car. I really want everything to look really nice and clean and crisp. You know, it's something I've wanted to do for a long time. I found a company that is remaking the carbon fiber panels here. That look pretty sweet, but I don't know. I'm gonna finally get the column cover on. There's just a whole lot. It's a good thing I'm tearing it apart. I didn't realize I turned that too far. I almost made a big whoops. I turned that one too far. I can't get in here with a socket. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I don't want to have to grab a wrench to get one bolt out. So that would just be silly, right? I guess I can fit it out of there. And I don't know what's going on this time around, but I can't tack worth a damn. Alright, so we're gonna cut this one all apart, start fresh, start from there. I know you guys, I did all this on the last one, so I'm not gonna waste time doing it again on this one. So we'll pick back up when I got it back on the car with maybe a runner or two mocked on it, because I didn't realize this one, which you can see is lined up so good, is lined up so bad. Well, it must be something with trying to work after a 12-hour work day to come home and try to figure out a set of headers is just not going to happen, because today's Saturday. And you can see I got 2 primaries in. I would have had a third, but I kind of had a big problem. In the middle of final fitting the third, I ran into a problem with my sweet Harbor Freight belt sander. I think it's just 100% lack of maintenance. As you can see, the motor spins. You know, I think this was binding up in here, This is the bottom roller that the motor spins, but I mean, it was just full of metal shavings and this, that, and the third. So what I think I'm going to do is when I put this thing back together, I'm going to clean it all up. Hopefully, you know, it works. Go watch a movie, please. Hopefully it works. I've been wanting to do the motor upgrade forever that I learned from Monkey Fab. You put like a 1 horsepower motor on this thing, but it just never got there. So I'm gonna put it together, but I'm gonna leave key elements out to help in not, I mean, you can see how much it was. Crap just everywhere. I'm gonna leave this dust shield off. I'm gonna leave this dust shield off. You can see the belt's hitting it anyway, so I'm sure that's slowing it down. I'm gonna leave that. No, that one's going back on, but the front one on the belt's gonna be off. So I gotta clean everything. I was working on fitting this third runner here. Right. Oh, this thing's gonna... It's not easy with one hand. But yeah, you can see it's there. Let me get just some light on the situation. Alright, I have to manipulate it a little bit. This one's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to, I tried to kick this back some. Oh, where's my pointer? Where's my pointer? There she is. So I tried to, instead of straight down, I tried to angle this back, because this one's gonna have to come out, you know, come down and take a turn into there and not be crazy tight, be crazy out here, because, you know, not much room. Once I get this third runner in intact, I'm going to work on the interior. My brain's hurting from figuring out these runners. Yeah, we'll come pick up, we'll do the interior bits, and then that'll probably end this video. I showed you guys the mass back carpet, right, with the jute padding. I've painted it pour 15, I've welded everything shut. So this would be a huge help right here, but we're gonna go a little further. I'm not spending money on that expensive double-sided padding. It's very expensive. It's like $75, $80, $100 a roll, a sheet. And then that stuff don't ever come back off. Never. It's like the sound deadening in this car. 1/8 inch thick stuff. 12 by 8. And it's just duct insulation and some tape. I couldn't find the big rolls, which is kind of weird. They only had like this extreme duty all-weather tape, like $35 a roll. Nope. The pool, this stuff, I've used this on ducks. I've never used it on a car. But, you know, this stuff comes back off fairly easily. And the only reason I say that is if something ever happens and I want to put a 25.3 in this car, I don't want to have to deal with getting that other stuff off. Now this is, as you can see, it's silver foil. It's adhesive backed, right? We're gonna, carpet's so rigid I could literally put the camera on top of it. Sorry if the heater's going a little loud in the background. It's frigid. So we're going to do this. We're going to start on this side. You know, it's all clean. There's a couple of things that I need to do, but you know, I can get this down and just cut a little section out to do it. Like I still need to build a shifter mount. I'm working on something like that. I don't know if it's going to be the greatest thing. I still have to mount my fuel lines back in, but the I haven't undercoated the floor yet. I was supposed to do that this weekend, and I didn't get the paint. So I mean, it's no big deal. You know, it's a tiny little hole I got to drill. No big deal. I don't know the best way to do this. I think we're just gonna start at the center. We're gonna do one side at a time. You know, we're gonna do the whole tub up to the firewall, up to where the rear seat, and we'll see how this stuff lays out. I don't know, I've never used it before. I mean, I've never used it in a car. I've used it on flat panels. Oh God, it's already ripped. That's what the tape is for. I'm not going to record this whole thing because it's going to be hours to do this. This obviously isn't as good as the real expensive stuff, mainly because it's for flat surfaces. So, I mean, it does stick pretty well though. You know, we're working it in there. And at the end, if I ever want to change the cage, I can come back in and, you know, this stuff's going to peel up. It doesn't turn into tar like the other stuff. Oh, I forgot, I got a seam right there, I got a tape. But yeah, I would expect 5-6 rolls of this stuff if you're going to do everything. So it's probably going to be 2 a side. I'm probably going to do, you know, 1 on the firewall, maybe 2 on the firewall. And I don't know what I'm going to do back there now, because I don't know if I can get that carpet to stick to this stuff. I'd have to spray glue it on. I'm not sure. We're going to work on that later. So yeah, there you go. We're going to wrap this one up here. A little bit of everything in this one. A little bit of FAQs, more header work. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, the hot side will be completely done 3 weeks. You know, money is also a huge factor in the timeline. You know, everybody's got stainless in stock. I just got to order it. I was half tempted to reuse a lot of the 2.5 inch stuff I had. So there's a bunch of 2.5 inch from one of my old turbo kits, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. Oh, it's aluminum. I thought I had a new piece of 2.5 inch stainless in there. I don't think I have any new I should probably look before I order to see what I have. But I need a bunch of elbows, so. Anyway. So, hopefully 3 weeks we can wrap up the whole hot side. And that means the turbo kit will be done. Done. I can't wait for that day for this turbo kit to be done. There's still a ton of work to be done in the car. I still need to do a fan shroud. I still need to do oil cooler lines. I need to build a new catch can. I need to run cooler lines for the water, air to water. I need to still pull the whole dashboard out and change the heater core because I broke it. You know, I got to make heater core hoses. I got to make AC hoses. I got to add a condenser in here. Fans, I gotta wire some stuff. I gotta finish fuel lines, redoing fuel lines. Obviously rewire everything back into the car. Still gotta yank the rear end out and get that thing fully assembled. Like, there's a lot of work to do. I'm gonna sit down and start to write a punch list, because I think we're getting close enough to where I can fit it on one sheet. And then blow it all apart, paint, you know, paint and bright work. All that, because I still gotta look good. Yeah. So, get in the garage, grab a cold drink, work on the hot rod, guys. Have a good night.